This week on Outdoor Bound TV. We traveled to the Waubay area of South Dakota with Ron Serwa and his sons Mike and Matt from Hatley, Wisconsin. Now we will be ice fishing the glacial lakes area of that state. And although the region is famous for many species of fish, our sights are set on those monster South Dakota perch. Take a look at this. Yeah.
That was intense.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Real Deal G2 Seeds, Brew Pub Pizza, Meyer Recreational Buildings, and Colby Chrysler Center.
Real Deal G2 Seeds. The results speak for themselves.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Since 1957, Meyer Buildings has offered full design and project management for your farm, equestrian, commercial, and storage building needs. Our recreational building line specializes in the design and construction of affordable, remote area buildings for the outdoorsman.
This is my second Meyer building. I've been satisfied both times. Their design assistance, the quality of the construction, and their attention to detail. It's perfect.
At Meyer Recreational Buildings, we offer custom building solutions for all of your building needs. Log on today for a better way to build.
You know, we all expect a lot from our trucks, whether it's tackling Wisconsin's tough winters, towing that boat to the lake, or getting you to your favorite hunting spot.
The Ram 1500 with your choice of the 28 mile per gallon eco diesel or the legendary Hemi Power, air ride adjustable off-road suspension, and optional Ram box.
So make the short drive to Colby Chrysler Center and discover for yourself why so many sportsmen and women have chosen the all-new Ram 1500. Welcome home to Colby Chrysler.
Hi everyone, welcome to Outdoor Bound TV. I'm your host, Kurt Waubay. You know, it seems like most of the outdoor activities we enjoy are deeply rooted in tradition, kind of like where do you spend the opening day of the gun deer season. Well, on this week's show, we get to take part in one of these traditions with a father and two sons from central Wisconsin as they make their way to South Dakota for their annual ice fishing trip for those monster perch.
Hey folks, Mike Serwa here from the beautiful town of Hatley, Wisconsin, and we're out here in South Dakota fishing for perch and walleyes and whatever else bites, marking fish all day. Had cameras down, or markums, and so fish are coming through pretty regular. Then you gotta wait for the next bite to happen, and there's a fish. And just put your time in and get your fish. So we're hoping to get a meal. We like to come out here and catch enough fish for a meal and go back to the hotel and clean them up and fry them up different ways and go back out the next day and do it again.
Reasonable limits, variety of fish, clean fish, they're good eating fish. We like to eat the fish, and the fish are real healthy, real thick fish, heavy fish for the length. Currently the perch limit is 15 per person per day, 30 in possession. The walleyes are 4 per day, 8 in possession, and the northerns are 6 per day and 12 in possession. And unlike some states in South Dakota, each panfish has its own separate limit. So in other words, you can catch a limit of perch, you can catch in the same day, you can catch a limit of bluegills and a limit of crappies, which is kind of a nice thing. And you know, if we take fish home, that's a bonus, but it's not why we're here. We like to take home some fresh fish, but we're not here to try to fill the freezer. We're here to try to fill our bellies while we're back at our lodgings in the evening.
Now there's some structure. That last hole I drilled right towards shore, about 12 feet of water there, and there's some structure. As soon as I put the camera down, a big walleye come right over and hit the camera and then backed up and then came with his mouth open and hit again. I think he was trying to eat it. Another nice perch.
The black chain lure strikes again. 12-inch perch. Swallowed it. We're fishing in South Dakota on a lake called Pius Lake. And the fish are on a very tight bite. The ones we're catching are pretty nice. So we've had fish anywhere from about 8 inches up to 12 inches. Not setting any records, but we got enough for a meal. We like to fish with chain lures, and you tip it with a waxy or a spike. The whole idea is that it imitates a minnow swimming head down, and he's diving at the grub. So that's always a good, effective lure. Started out as a pelkey lure from North Dakota, and now there's a number of people that make similar lures. All of them work good. This happens to be a black one. That's my favorite color.
Got a few fish early, and then it seemed like the bite shut off. trying a lot of different things. Seems like the only time you get into them is when an active group of fish will come through and you'll catch 2, 3 at a time, and then you know, the weather is supposed to turn on us, so we're hoping to get into them tomorrow and see what happens.
Raw fish in flour, you dip it in an egg wash, which is basically egg whites and a little milk if you got it. Dip it in panko flakes. First you have to salt the fish because the panko flakes themselves don't have a lot of flavor. And when you cook fish, if you want to see if they're done, just stick a fork in them. It's got to go for another 30 seconds. You always cook fish till they're just done.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Mission, HHA Sports, Titanium Tipstick, and Bowen Lodge.
This is my life. The weekend warrior. No more production lines or deadlines. This is why I work 5 days a week. I need speed, power, precision. I expect no less than the best. This is my best. This is my chance. This is my mission.
Simple, efficient, powerful. Mission by Matthews.
Optimizer by HHA Sports. The Optimizer Lite Ultra, voted #1 single pin adjustable sight for 10 years running. The Optimizer Speed Dial for crossbows, to-the-yard accuracy with a single reticle. And the Optimizer Horizon, offering unmatched accuracy from both short and long-range firearms. All Optimizer sight systems utilize range dial shoot technology. Ask for Optimizer at a dealer near you.
Luminoc, the original self-contained lighted knock on the market, patented to accept replaceable lithium batteries and designed to work with all carbon arrow shafts while producing the brightest results during any condition. Easily the most durable illuminated knocks to allow up to 40 hours of continuous use and are packaged and crafted to perfection for hundreds of shots. There's only one true Luminoc. Luminoc by Bert Coyote, made in the USA.
I'm Bill High from Bowen Lodge, and I'm here to offer you some tips for fishing jumbo perch on Lake Winnie. I like to fish out here with these ultralight rods and reels with a 4-pound test, tipped with a 16th ounce jig, and then that goes with a fathead minnow. And then I look for the sand flats with a little bit of cabbage mixed in here and there, and then I cast so I can cover a lot of ground. For more fishing tips, log on to bowenlodge.com.
This hunting tip is presented by Real Deal Mineral, where the results speak for themselves. Now, over the years, there's been a lot of discussion about when is the best time and how to clean a muzzle loader, especially between shots. Now, first and foremost, you'll always want to check manufacturer recommendations. Now, for me, when I'm shooting at the range, in between shots, I'll remove my breech plug. I'll run one dry patch down the barrel to remove any excess powder and residue left from the previous shot. Replace the breech plug, and then go ahead and load my next shot. Your cleaning procedures in between shots may differ slightly from mine, but the key to achieving accuracy at the range and in the field is to be consistent in your cleaning habits. Now, once muzzleloader season is over, I'll typically take my gun completely apart, clean it very well with soap and water, and then lube it with a good bore lube before I put it away so it's ready to go for next season. For more useful hunting tips, log on to the Real Deal Mineral Facebook page or check out Outdoor Bound TV on YouTube.
I'm going to put a tip down in with some waxworms on this one, and then I'll put another tip down in with a minnow on it to see what's going on this morning. There's a nice one. Look right behind the dorsal. Away he goes. See, this is where it's kind of like real critical to get going as fast as you can back down there, because there's fish on the graph. Well, it's day 2. We're back on Pius Lake in South Dakota. We just moved to a new spot. We're exploring, trying to find some fish. And we finally found a hole that's got some active fish in it, so let's see what happens here. Maybe we can get our limit of perch. They're biting pretty light. I'm using a Hatley chain jig tipped with a waxy, and I can tell by the way the fish are acting on the screen that they're starting to be active, because they're coming up off the bottom a little bit, and they're biting pretty aggressively. That's a pretty nice perch there. That's probably a 9.5 inch, 10 inch perch. Good eating size. A lot of fish down there. Came over here with the underwater camera and I was doing some looking, and I found a couple perch, swam up to the camera to look at it. So then we moved over here and started fishing. Gosh darn it. Time for lunch.
Yesterday we were here and we really had to slug it out to catch enough fish for a fish fry last night, and there's been a weather change. You can see it, you can feel it. The wind started blowing hard, and it's the forecast is for storms, so now the fish are really starting to snap, not particularly a big run of fish right now, but we're catching lots of them. Basically, it's about as fast as you can get your bait down there. We're gonna have to sort through some of these fish to end up with some nicer fish. So right now it's an aggressive bite, and we're using waxworms, we're using minnows, we've got tip downs, but it's too hard to fish the tip downs with the wind blowing the way it is, and you can't keep up with them anyway. So we've all switched over to jig poles, and we're catching some perch. Again, these are all fairly small ones, so we'll throw most of these back, but we're trying to get enough for another meal tonight. So we've got fishing with light poles, light line, 3-pound test, and what we call chain lures, which are a vertical hanging metal jig, lead jig, with a very lightweight chain on it that mimics a minnow diving for a grub. And it seems to be really effective. I don't think the color has anything to do with it. It's just a matter of having one on there. This one, like I said, is black, but any color is going to work on a day like today when the fish are biting. Usually you can tell they're biting because you catch small fish too. Yesterday we couldn't catch a small fish because there was just absolutely nothing feeding. Put the cameras down the hole and you could see the fish, but they had no interest whatsoever, so just the odd fish you'd catch. We fished a lot of different lakes around Wisconsin and North Dakota and Minnesota, and so we decided to kind of strike out. So we did a little research, and we ended up coming to South Dakota about 5 years ago now. So we've kind of made it somewhat of a tradition that we give our wives and girlfriends Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then day after Christmas, the 26th, we get up and we head out. So we've been coming here for about 5 years and fishing this northeastern corner of South Dakota. There's about, I don't know, a dozen lakes that we've fished. It seems like all of them got fish in them, but it just depends on a given day. There's a little nicer fish. Depends on a given day what kind of fish you're going to actually be catching. So those are some cleaners, I would say. My sons would say they're too small, but they'll eat them anyway. So we're trying to catch some fish before the weather gets too bad out here. It's become a tradition. This after Christmas thing before New Year's, it's kind of a slack time at work. We all work together in the same business, so this is an opportunity for us to get together and spend some quality time together. It's low stress. You know, it's not like when you're in hunting situations. You know, there's a lot of expense associated with those trips, and you got a short window. You have to try to be successful, and this is fishing, so it's like it doesn't matter. So it's a fun deal for all of us, and we like all the gadgets. So we've got all the every ice fishing gadget there is, I think. So we like to come out here and try all that stuff out and spend some time together. It's a good time.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by the Lacrosse Boat and Sport Show, Nays Baits, Value Implement, and Burrs Off.
This is Kurt Waubay, host of Outdoor Bound TV. Join me at the Lacrosse Sports Show, where you'll see Twiggy the water skiing squirrel, along with the Willis family, as seen on TLC. RVs, boats, fishing gear, hunting gear, resorts, and more. It's all happening now at the Lacrosse Center.
Nays Baits, durable, effective, unique. The must-have fishing lures for every musky angler. Crank it, rip it, fast or slow. Our flagship Livid Fish brings them in again and again. Put trophy muskie in your boat with Nays Baits. Go topwater with our 10 head. From deadly slow to an all-out sprint. Nays Baits. Get it done. Check us out online or pick up Nays Baits at a retailer near you.
Value Implement serves all of west central Wisconsin and provides the tough Kubota equipment you need to tackle tough Wisconsin winters. Even the harshest weather is no match for the quality of Kubota and the experience of Value Implement's team. Take control of winter and stop in today for the largest selection of Kubota products at any of our 6 convenient locations. Value Implement.
More stores, more selection, more value.
Hey everyone, if you've spent any amount of time in the outdoors like I do, chances are you've gotten those burrs stuck in your clothes. Well, I found a great new product to help you easily remove these pesky hitchhikers from your clothing.
Introducing Burrs Off, the first and only burr removal tool that works on all types of burrs and all types of clothing. No more pulling burrs off with your fingers. Brush them off in seconds with Burrs Off.
I take one with me everywhere I go. Look for Burrs Off at a dealer near you.
Hi, we are the Willis Clan as seen on TLC TV. See us performing daily at the Lacrosse Sports Show. Watch Twiggy the water skiing squirrel, attend seminars, roam through RVs, boats, fishing, hunting gear, resorts, and more happening Thursday through Sunday at the Lacrosse Center. See you there.
Product and promotional consideration provided for Outdoor Bound TV by these fine sponsors.
Hey guys, congratulations on some great perch there in South Dakota. Thank you for allowing us to make this annual trip with you. Folks, join us again here next week when we'll bring you more great hunting and fishing action from around the Midwest, around the nation, and around the world, right here on Outdoor Bound TV.
Miss.
Oh. Did I cover it?